Okay, so I am going to probably just go ahead and get started. And if you can mute yourself if you have like background noise, let me see. Awesome. So I'm Hope, and prior to getting started with using essential oils, I actually used to, let me take that out, my cough drop. I used to think that oils were for just like making things with lotions, soaps, candles, and I bought them from the health food store or wherever it was that was cheaper. And then I did some research and discovered that they were not all the same. So, and how did I discover that? Is because of the results that I had received from using the oils. There was a huge difference when I started using Young Livings. Um, so also when I would get sick before, I would have colds for a long time, like 2, 3 weeks. Now it's so much shorter. Um, I'm actually trying to fight something right now that I'm using all my tools that I'm going to tell you about. So it'll be essential oils as well as just other natural plant-based things and some not plant-based. Um, so I have had amazing results with changing our diet, one, and then also incorporating oils, other lifestyle changes, adding supplements for our family's wellness for over 13 years. And so we've had to deal with all the health challenges that you have. And we have successfully dealt with most of them. If we need the doctor, we'll go to the doctor. Um, but I'm going to share with you some of the things that we do. So, however, I am not a doctor, so I suggest that you do your own research and figure out what works the best for you. Um, so I will go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to show you a PowerPoint. I'm going to share my screen and so that you can kind of follow along with, let's see, okay. All right, so this is just a basic introduction to the essential oils to make sure that you're getting all the benefit from what you have, or if you haven't gotten started, um, for what you can get. Okay, so first of all, Young Living are the oils that I use. They're these, and they have a commitment. What made me switch from just getting them wherever was their commitment from seed to seal. And it's a reflection of their whole global sense of stewardship and accountability. And so what happens is their products are free from harmful synthetics, and they are of unmatched purity. And the way you know that is because of the results. And this is just a view of all of their global farms, and they grow their own plants for the oils, or they partner with other um, farms. And so I was just in South Africa, down here, Cape Town, they have a farm there, as well as so many other places. And what makes it different for you as a person that's buying the oils is you can actually go to the farms. And so what makes them also different is their sourcing, where they're very quality oriented. So from the time the plant is planted into the ground to the science that is done on testing every batch to the standards that they have, it is of the highest quality. So what are essential oils? They are the genuine, they call it the lifeblood of the plant. It's what gives the plant its energy and its vitality. They're volatile liquids and aromatic compounds that are distilled or pressed from plants. And they've been used for thousands of years for everything from cosmetic purposes to spiritual, emotional uplifting properties as well they have. And they're primarily extracted through steam distillation, but also cold pressing. And anytime that you actually have a bottle of essential oil, you're holding the essence of nature. Okay, it's compressed into this little bottle. So they contain some of the most powerful antioxidants as determined by the ORAC test developed at Tufts University. And they actually have the ability also to cross over the blood-brain barrier. All right, so some of the ways that you can use it, of course, you can use them aromatically, putting them in like a diffuser. Excuse me. So you could take a couple of drops of your oil, and what I'm going to do is I will actually go through this kit. Okay, so this is the kit that I'll go through, and these have like the starter oils in it. Okay, so I'll actually do this as I tell you what I'm using. So aromatically, I actually have in here diffusing Christmas spirit. It smells like Christmas. It has pine, orange, and cinnamon. And you could also put a couple drops on like a tissue or a cotton ball and then put it in your vents. That's how you could use it aromatically. Topically, I like to take, like, for instance, and if you have this, you can actually take it out. So Valor essential oil. I like to take a drop of the oils, put it on my hand, and you can see that this is actually a purple oil. And so, and then I just rub it on me directly. For that one, I don't have to dilute it. I actually don't dilute my oils, but it will tell you on the bottle if you need to dilute it or not. And you can use a carrier oil for that if you need to. Then you can also use them internally, and I will show you some of the ways that you can use them, especially for winter wellness internally. You can put them in capsules. You could add them to your drinks and smoothies or anything like that, or teas. So getting started safely, because everyone's body is different, you always want to skin test an essential oil to see if you have a reaction, and just use a small area of skin that's not typically exposed to cosmetics or personal care products, and then see how you react. Essential oils may work against chemicals that are already stored in your skin or fatty tissues and cause a rash or a local reaction. And if it happens, then just temporarily discontinue the use of the oils and determine if you should begin a detoxification program. And what's interesting is that a lot of times when you detox your body, you actually need to use less oil to get the same results. So let me put my Thieves cough drop in. So if you experience any of the reactions right here, you just either add an additional carrier oil, reduce the number of oils that you use at one time, use single oils or blends just one at a time rather than putting different oils on. And then I always start with 1 or 2 drops of oil. And you could also drink more water. That really helps to flush your system. So some of the oils have different labels, as you can see here. There's a lemon essential oil, has a yellow label as well as a white label, as you can see. Now, the white label is labeled for internal use, and then the yellow label is for aromatic or topical use. It's the same exact oil in both bottles, just a different label. All right. So we're going to start with Peppermint Vitality. If you have this one is so good for having, especially around this season. So what I do with peppermint is I actually take my toothbrush, and if I feel like my throat is sore, I will take a drop of peppermint, put it on my toothbrush, and then brush like the back of my throat. It helps congestion and just like brings things out. It also just clears your sinuses, and you can feel the difference. You could also take your peppermint and make a tea with it. So I will get like some water, put it in my teacup, and then put a drop of peppermint in there, and then just drink that. Um, let's see, you could also, especially around now, you can make different things with it. Peppermint brownies, peppermint hot chocolate is really good too. So if you want it to taste really good, you could do that. Let me just drink some. Um, lemon. So lemon essential oil is very good for creating an uplifting environment, as well as you can make a tea with a wellness tea with lemon essential oil and Thieves. I actually like to put a drop of each of these. I'm going to do that now, actually. So I have my, I don't know, you probably can't see it here. Ah, it's right there. Okay, so I have my glass of, I actually put some garlic in here and ginger. So you can press garlic, ginger. Garlic is very good for your immune system, as well as ginger is very good. So you can take a drop of the lemon. I got 2 drops in there, and then a drop of Thieves. There, 1 drop got in there. And then you just drink it. Now, another thing that you can do is make your own honey. So here, I actually have lavender honey. You can pre-mix your honey and your essential oils so that all you have to do is take your spoon, you get your honey, you pre-put in maybe like, I don't know, for a big container, maybe 8 ounces, I would probably put about 5 drops of each of these in there, and then just take your honey out and put it in some hot water, and there you go. You've got your Thieves wellness tea. So you can take those and do that. Now, let me see. Next, okay, well, Thieves is next. So this goes into the benefits of these, how to use it. It can also be added to your Ningxia Red. So, or also oatmeal. So I will put either of these. I actually add cinnamon to our oatmeal, a drop of cinnamon, and you can get that just by itself. Young Living sells that. And just adding it to a drop of your oatmeal. All right. And I make my own almond milk. So I will actually make cinnamon almond milk. It's already done. And I can put that in my teas. Like I do a lot of chai, rooibos, or if you do chai, you have cinnamon milk to add to that. Next, we have Citrus Fresh. Oh, by the way, since we were talking about Thieves, Thieves, there's a whole line of products that are based around the Thieves line because the Thieves was actually discovered. There was a plague in the 14th or 15th centuries where there was a band of robbers that were robbing the graves of the dead and dying without getting it themselves. And so they found that they were rubbing these different aromatics on them. They were spice traders, and they knew that that could help them. And so that's why we have Thieves Blend. And there's everything from like Thieves Spray. We use this just to spray all around in the air or on surfaces. If you're traveling in airports, the buckle that you buckle is very, they say has a lot of bacteria. So spraying that down, making sure, and it's a 1 ounce container, so it flies very easily. And then there's also the hand sanitizer. I get the big bottle, and this actually kills 99.9% of germs. And then we have the Thieves mouthwash, which I will actually gargle in. And Also, you can make a spray with this too. So once you finish this bottle, you can use this as a like a breath spray and then add some more Thieves to it, or throat spray. So yeah, those are some ways to use your Thieves. Citrus Fresh, that is, I know I have it in my hand. Here it is, Citrus Fresh. So very good for the air. You can put it in capsules. You could put it in your drinks. You can add it to salads, salad dressings, marinades to add it, enhance the flavor of it. And I put it, it's like a happy oil. I really like this oil. Okay, so Digest is so good for, especially around this time of the season. Okay. It is when we're eating a lot of different foods, it's very good for your digestion. So it helps to just make things go down that didn't agree with you. What we like to do is I'll take a drop of this, and it doesn't smell the best because it has spices in there that are really good for your stomach: tarragon and ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass. But this is probably the one, as well as Thieves, that we don't want to go at all throughout the season without having this. Like, it just can't go. We have extra bottles of it. So you take a drop of it, put on your hand, and then rub it on your stomach. Or you can put it in tea or in water. Some people just take a drop and put it in their mouth directly, or put it in a carrier, like a capsule with carrier oil. So that is Digest. Never leave home without it. Also, when flying and traveling abroad. So the other thing, that if you're traveling or going abroad, this is something, Mighty Pro. This is so important. It's like for travelers, like diarrhea and eating things, because you're always eating out. This is like a miracle for me. It's a prebiotic and probiotic supplement. So it has, it's actually for kids, and it tastes really good. I'll show you, because this has 30 of them in there. But like, this is probably the one thing. Well, no, I keep saying that. There's one thing. We keep this on hand. Try not to run out of it. So it's in these little packets. You just open the packet and tear it off, and then just like take that. So good for your stomach. And we all need, if you've ever been on antibiotics, you need probiotics to replenish the good gut bacteria. So that's what we use that for. Now, lavender, of course, is so important to get a good night's sleep. So lavender is really good for promoting restful sleep. You can put it in Epsom salt. It can be, you can rub it on the bottoms of your feet. I was talking to some moms today about how they could use this for sleep support. And then for the skin, this is also really good for if you're cooking a lot and, I don't know, hot grease splatters. That happened to me last week. Hot grease, and I put the lavender on it, and it was like, it didn't have any problems with that on my skin. Frankincense is one, especially around this time of the year. We think about how frankincense and myrrh and gold were brought to Jesus, and this was used and brought to kings. Only royalty used to have access to this. So now you're royalty and you have access to it. You can add a drop to your moisturizer. It's very good for the skin. It's very good for the chest. So like, I will do this right now. Put a drop and then just rub it on your chest. I had a friend that used to, that told me about that. It's very good for the respiratory system. So, excuse me. All right, so I'm fighting. Panawe. Thank you. So Panawe is very good for muscles, aches, pain, soreness. Raven is one, you just, take a drop, and it's good for, this is a blend, camphor, lemon, wintergreen, peppermint, eucalyptus radiata. So you can take this with a carrier oil, put it on your hands, and then just rub it on your chest or the back. I have a friend that has a lot of kids, and she says that she's been doing that. You can also put a drop in your hand and rub it together and just inhale. So it's very good for especially during the colder months. Now, so we've gone through this entire thing in the front of here. And now you actually get extra oils in this kit, and I'll show you them. And they are the Peace and Calming and Valor. The Valor is the one I put on. So what you do is when you get your kit, or you have your kit, right under here is where you have the extra goodies. And these are bonuses. So the Peace and Calming is really good. I'll just tell you quickly about a story that the reason why I discovered how well this works is we were on a plane when my kids were really little. They were probably 2 and 3 or 3 and 4. And one of them had to go to the bathroom, and the other one was in the seat, kind of like restless. And so I took out my Peace and Calming, and I put a drop on my hands, or 2 drops, and then rubbed it on their back, neck, and forehead, and took the child to the bathroom. And when I came back, that child was sleeping. And so the lady next to them said, "What did you do?" Because they were out. And so Peace and Calming is my solution to restless kids. And then Stress Away. Oh, so Valor is really good for courage. Stress Away is great for empowering your kids to just take some time to relax. You can take a drop and just put it on. You can also put the roller fitment on it. So in the box, it comes with a roller fitment. So what it means is that you can turn any bottle into a roller. So you take this goes on here. I'll show you really quickly how this comes off. So the top comes off, and then you take this, which has a top in it, and then you put that on it, and then there it is. So you can roll that wherever you want to, and then it easily comes back off again. Okay. So that's how you use the roller fitment to make any bottle a roll-on. Okay, so Ningxia Red is this comes in here. So I was showing you the secret compartment. So Ningxia Red is this. It's a powerful superfood supplement that's designed to energize, fortify, and revitalize the body and the mind. So it's delicious. It has the Ningxia wolfberry puree. So I'll show you this because I make a tea with these berries. So these are the wolfberries that are in it. And it comes in a bottle as well as single packets. And so it supplies the body with vital phytonutrients. And so what we do is we take usually between 2 and 4 ounces. So like this is our glass that we use. Put some Ningxia Red in there, or this is 2 ounces. It's just supports overall wellness. So something that I like to do is I will put the Ningxia Red in, and I don't know if any of you all grew up taking cod liver oil, but omegas are really important for your body and your brain, cardiovascular, your immune system, as well as your teeth and your bones. So I will actually take this, it's cod liver oil, Carlson's brand, and put like a teaspoon in there. And then I will add a drop of like citrus fresh to that. And it just makes it even more, oh, look, I got a lot in there. Even more potent, but like really good. I mean, you can drink it. You don't, and my kids take it like that. We just mix the two together, and it's really good for overall wellness. For me, it supported my vision and normal cellular function. So now, I had mentioned to you about the Thieves. There's also a Thieves household cleaner, which is a versatile cleaner. Let me see. I have the Thieves sprays like all around the house. And you can make 25 bottles of the cleaner with one bottle because it's very concentrated. And you just make your own at home, and it lasts between 6 months and a year for that bottle. And then there's hand sanitizer, as I mentioned. It's very convenient because it can, and that comes in this kit too. So you not only get these oils, but you also get the diffuser and then a kit. And then all this other stuff that I was telling you about. So if you're not currently a member, then you can become a member with the 12 oils, all of everything I mentioned, plus a diffuser. You get 24% off of retail price. There's no minimums, no commitments. You get 24% off on all future orders, but the kit is actually over 50% off of what you would pay retail for it. So there's different kits to get started. There's Thieves kit, there's a Ningxia Red kit, and also a makeup kit. And then there's also essential rewards. So if there was some things that I mentioned, oh, I forgot to mention too, there is, so I mentioned other things that were not in the kit, like the cinnamon bark essential oil, how I like to put that in my foods and oatmeal and stuff like that. Another thing that you can do is make Mexican hot chocolate with this. I love this. So I take hot chocolate, cayenne pepper, like a pinch of cayenne pepper, and then a drop of cinnamon essential oil. And that is so good. It's warm and it's hot and it's chocolate. So that's like everything you need, right there. So essential rewards allows you to get other things that you may not get in that starter kit because they have over 600 products. So it allows you to earn points that you can use towards free product. You get products free, and then you also get it delivered at a discounted price. So you can earn between 10% to 25% back in free points. And then they also give you exclusive gifts at months 3, 6, 9, and 12. And another thing is these Thieves lozenges. I love the lozenges. They have cough drops too. They have no synthetic dyes or artificial anything in it. So, Young Livy I forgot to mention the supplements. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm glad I saw the supplements on here. Because what you put in your body, as well as, we've got cod liver oil, vitamin C. So vitamin C is essential. They have these chewable tablets that we keep so that we can chew on that. Inner Defense is a capsule that has, I'll show you this. It has a Thieves essential oil. This is like brilliant. Thieves and oregano in the capsule. So what you do is you just take that when you feel like your body's stressed. Inner Defense is one you want to have on hand. I take it before I get on planes. Life 9, now this is the probiotic that for adults, it has 17 billion active cultures, and this has to be refrigerated. So I tend to take this with me on trips, but use this at home. 1 capsule every night. So you take this at night because it replenishes the good bacteria in your body. So those are some of the things that I like to get on the Essential Rewards program. And that means that I can save 24%, and then I can also get it for, even get it free. So there you are. Do you all have any questions? You can unmute yourself if you have any questions from what we've talked about so far. Or if you have any tips for us too, you can feel free to unmute. So I actually will unmute everyone. And all right, so what do you use, and what have you found to be effective for staying well?
Hi, Hope. This is Leah.
Hey.
So I love the peppermint. I actually keep a bottle in my purse, and I use that as a breath mint because I haven't found a gum with real sugar or with natural flavors. They all have sugar-free or, artificial flavoring. So that's my breath mint, is my peppermint in my purse. And I love the Thieves for house cleaning as well. I mix it with baking soda if I want more of a abrasive, scrubbing for cleaning. And I also use it for my carpet cleaner. So I use the Thieves essential oil with the baking soda and sprinkle it on my carpet as a carpet freshener.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. I had a question about the frankincense. I heard you say it's good for the respiratory system, and I seem to recall someone saying it was good for the overall health of your muscles and your tissues to prevent like cancer.
So there's research out there that we can't really talk about cancer unless we've been cured of it, or
Okay.
so. But in regards to what we say is it helps your cellular health. So helps the good cells to flourish. And frankincense is one of those that is, and you can look on pubmed.org.gov and research that. But yes, it's very good for just keeping your cells healthy.
Okay, and I'm sorry, what was that website again?
Pubmed.gov.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And
Thank
it's
you.
also known as Boswellia. There's different kinds of Boswellia carteri. That's the Latin name, I believe. So a lot of times it'll have that because there's different species within frankincense. And there's some that are better known to attack or promote certain wellness.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. All right. So any other questions? No questions. All righty. So thank you all for joining us. I don't want to take up your all of your time, but I appreciate that you were able to come on here, and feel free to, reach out if you have any other questions, or you want to get started if you don't currently have the oils. And